in San Francisco, home to the on-demand economy. Thousands of people here drive cars, run errands, deliver food, even provide dry cleaning and manicures, all for us at the touch of a button. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much more convenient have these apps made your lives?
I'd say like around an 8.
I would say at least an 8.
It's at 8.2.
8.2, all right, we got a fraction up in there. The companies say it's a win-win. Customers' lives are made easier and workers get flexible schedules. But here's the thing, those workers driving you around or running your errands, nearly all of them are freelancers, meaning they don't get benefits, vacation, or sick leave, even if they work 40 hours a week. 34% of all US workers are freelancers, and in the next 5 years, it'll be an estimated 40%. I wanted to know, all these workers making our lives super convenient, are they getting their fair share of the deal? I met a driver for Uber and Sidecar who wanted to remain anonymous because he still works for the companies.
I have certain rules I have to follow in order to continue to receive ride requests from either service. It's really not entirely up to me. What is entirely up to me is when I work. And while that's great, I don't really make the rules. So to a great extent, I feel that I work for them.
But overall, are you glad that these on-demand companies exist?
In a positive way, sure. I mean, it's good that they exist. I think that they should take better care of their workers.
Lawsuits have been filed across the country disputing labor practices at places like Handy, Uber, and Crowdflower. And 3 Uber drivers have filed a federal class action lawsuit against the company seeking employee status. The ultimate decision could affect up to 160,000 drivers in California. I talked with Rebecca Smith from the National Employment Law Project. What risks are these workers taking by working for the on-demand companies?
On a day-to-day basis, it's that precariousness and the lack of stability. That makes it more difficult for workers to come together and organize. And that's really the bedrock of workers' rights.
How are these on-demand companies disrupting the labor workforce?
Treating these workers as independent contractors means that all of the gains made by labor, made by workers coming together in the last century, all of that is put at risk by the on-demand economy.
Keep in mind, other industries use freelancers too, and there are definitely people who would rather freelance than work 9 to 5. And some on-demand companies like Uber do offer their workers perks like discounts on car maintenance and phone plans. I reached out to several on-demand companies. They either didn't immediately respond or wouldn't comment on the record. But in the midst of all this controversy, some companies are doing things differently. I went to one of them, Munchery, the food delivery service. They classify their drivers as employees with benefits as long as they work 30 hours or more. What made you guys decide to turn your independent contractors into employees?
It was really an observation that or a belief that we would have an easier time recruiting people and that we would be able to get higher quality employees if we treated them as employees as opposed to contractors.
Was that proven correct?
Yes.
How do you measure that?
Increased productivity, really more than anything else. We have a number of drivers who have been with us for many years. They get very good at their routes, they get to know their customers get comfortable with them, and we think that causes people to order more frequently from us.
So there you have it. These apps are changing the workforce. A lot of them are depending on freelancers, and some of them are going back to more traditional models. But at the end of the day, who will thrive? And what's fair to workers?